warm good afternoon to one and all present over here. We have all gathered here to celebrate the light of education. The candle to this can be seen into the revolutionary technology that has evolved. One such piece of tech is Nimbus. To give a brief on what Nimbus is a cloud-based digital library solution serving more than 500 institutions in solving complex problems faced by today's library users, researchers, and library admins. While the e-resources are spread across various sources, such as subscribed open content, useful links, web pop, courses, and many more. Nimbus helps institutions and the users to find, evaluate, organize, use, and communicate the e-resources in one single integrated, easy-to-use platform, paving way to an efficient learning and research with an efficient utilization of e-resources, enabling the management admin of the institution to monitor, regulate, and manage the users and usage of a real-time basis via a robust admin dashboard sufficing all the parameters set by any acceleration body. With this brief, I would like to call upon Ms. Ikra to welcome the honorable guest and give us the opportunity to know.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. Thank you so much, Akshara, for giving this opportunity. It's my immense pleasure to welcome our guest of honor, Mr. Venkatesh V, Head of Training and Development. We welcome you, sir. I request our IQAC coordinator, Mr. Manoj Kumar V. Hirevat, to give a sampling as a token of respect to our chief guest. I welcome our IQAC coordinator, Dr. Manoj Kumar V. Hiremat. Without his support, we can't do anything. I welcome you, sir. I also welcome the librarians of the college, Mr. D.K. Khushgal, sir, and Mr. V.B. Benthu, sir. I welcome you. I also welcome the faculty members of our college to give us this time to know about what Knimbus is. I welcome you all. Moving towards the introduction of our guest of honor, Mr. Venkatesh. Mr. Venkatesh V, Head of Training and Development. Sir is Senior Manager, Customer Success at Knimbus Online Private, which is one of the leading digital library solutions in India amongst the technical education. Sir has over 13 years of experience of growth hack across varied vertical. He is a postgraduate from Jain University in Business Administration, specializing in international business. At present, Sir is residing in Bangalore, Karnataka, handling training and customer success at Knimbus Online Private in line with research and research with product which will help the user to attain their research goals. Sir also handled the training and customer success for Knimbus across the regional like India and Indian subcontinents, Middle East and Africa. Sir have also worked with the media in terms of media partnership and development, namely BBC, Quint, Hindustan Times, Manipal Press, Guardian, and other A-list media companies. I welcome you, sir. It's an immense pleasure to have you in our college. So now the dais is to you.
Thank you so much for this lovely introduction. A warm good afternoon to all the dignitaries who are present here. I'll take you through this platform. Do not worry. This post-lunch, we'll be worrying over post-lunch. You're going to sit in a lecture. It's going to be very hard. Even I've also been there. But nevertheless, it's going to be a very, very useful session. I can guarantee for sure. And as we are evolving towards a different time altogether in terms of education, in terms of pedagogy, in terms of learning process itself. Especially post-COVID, there's a huge wave that we have been facing, and a lot of technology integration in terms of education. So that's what we are going to see today. What exactly we are doing is a small piece that you are going to see today. Nevertheless, I'll make sure that this is very useful for your academic purposes, any projects, assignments. Your research work is going to be very useful. My name is Venkatesh. I'm I head the training and development at Nimbus Online Private Limited, and we serve more than 500 institutions, not just in India but also abroad. Also, we are serving this particular platform, namely from NITs to IITs, central universities, state universities, research institutes. We are also serving this particular platform. And in Bangalore, in Karnataka, as such, if you see, from Christ University, Mysore University, Bangalore University, Kelly Technological University. So a lot of university, MS Ramaya Applied Science University. So a lot of university, they've already been using this platform. So what exactly is this platform and how this is going to be helpful is what we're going to see today. It is so I'm going to give you a few links, ID, password, which you may have to make note of. Rest is assured. You can explore the platform. You can make use of platform. The idea of this particular session, or the idea of this particular digital library, is to get the users connected to the library 24/7, anywhere, anytime, any device. This is what in the trust. Anywhere, anytime, any device, the users can access the digital resources that the library want to serve. When I'm talking about KLE Law College as a library, even before there was Madam who was handling the library, even now, Sir Kusugal has been in touch with me regularly in putting up things together, adding EBC reader. So a lot of work, immense work they have been putting in. So it's just a beginning. We are still looking forward to do much more than what we are doing today. So we will also see what we have right now, and we will also see what we are going to do in the future also. So I really would like to appreciate the effort the library is being putting. So I really want to acknowledge it in a podium like this, because when he came in newly, he also over a call told me, sir, I'm very new to this technology. I am from this place called Gadag where there is no technology at all, and now I am being given a technology. Now I don't know how it. Can you please tell me? Every small thing he used to call me. That's the energy for us to learn. Sometimes when it's very strange to us, we resist not to learn because we think that it's difficult. We think that there is, but if we have that interest to learn, so we start learning that, we become master in it. And I'm sure I can say that he has become a master in digital library right now. And quickly to start with, now this is the platform that we are going to see today. Without much of ado, this is the platform we are going to see today. As I told you, I'm not going to take much of your time. Quickly, I'm going to talk about. It's going to be a short session, but it's going to be very effective and a useful session that I can guarantee you. Now, how to launch this particular library? How to get into this page? Now you can see KLE Society Law College, Bengaluru. You can see the page. Now, how to get into this particular library? You have to apply this particular link called klelawcollege.nimbus.com. So if you have your mobile, you can also quickly take a picture. It is available in the mobile application also that I will talk about at the end of the session. Now I'm showing you a web platform. This is a web platform. I'm using a desktop right now. So you can use it from your desktop or laptop, and also from your mobile application also you can access. Now mobile app is there everywhere. So even as a library, they are also in mobile app right now. In a desktop, how does it work? You have to apply a link in the browser that you're comfortable with. You can open any browser that you are comfortable with. Google Chrome you can use, Internet Explorer or Mozilla Firefox, Safari, any browser you can use. Before going to that, anybody who already used Windows before? Oh, Madam is already been using. Okay. So if you have doubts, when I'm having certain problems, you can please ask me at the end of the session. Now for the users who are newly getting introduced to this platform, go to a browser that you're comfortable with. As I told you, Google Chrome we are in right now, and we are applying the link. For example, sometimes we may not remember this link. For that, at that point of time, what you can do, go to Nimbus.com. Go to Nimbus.com. Our website is this. Just type Nimbus, find your library. When you're finding library, just type KLE. So you'll get KLE Technological Hubli. So, or you can type law. So you can see KLE Society Law College, Bengaluru. You can see the colleges appearing. Just click, automatically that link will be populated for you. Either this, or you can apply. If you remember the link, klelawcollege.nimbus.com, you can apply the link. Now we'll sign in. These three are very important. That's it. After that, it's all you can explore the platform. The ID is your email ID, your respective email ID, not this ID. This ID password is different. This password is also different. But for you, you have to use your college ID, your respective ID. The password is user@Nimbus. Is there a board? No. Okay. User@Nimbus is the password. I'll just type it here. This is the common password. As you can see here, this is the common password for all the IDs. So now the ID is your email ID, password is user@Nimbus, and when you sign in to the platform, there you go, you automatically get into the library. When you get into the library, you will see your respective name on the right top corner, like this. We are seeing Dr. Kusugal's name on top. So you can see your respective name on the right top. Now, what does that we are going to bring in this? So I guess this is clear. URL, ID, password. The URL, you can either go to the Nimbus platform and get into the URL, or you can remember the URL. I'm also in discussion with the library team so that they will add it in your website itself. It will be easy, especially for students. They can go to your website, digital library link, click launch. So we will do that also. That is much easier. Now, KLE Law College, I've logged in. Now, the importance. Now, as a library, they're trying to serve the content that they want to serve through a single platform. As during the introduction also, we mentioned that today's digital content is not from one source. It's from different sources, coming from subscribe, it's from open, it's from institutional repository, it is institutional also, we are generating content. So opaque, web opaque is another source. So now as a user, we want everything in one window, because we're getting confused when you get into a platform. So the idea here is, in one window, we need to get across all the resources which is sitting in different pockets of the institution. Now, out of all these pockets, the important pocket is subscribed content. That means paid content. As an institution, KLE Law has paid and they have got some content for us, subscribed content. So those subscribed content are here. You can see at the bottom of campus access. I guess this is live streaming and a lot of UG students are also connected. So I'm being very particular in what I'm talking about. So please do not misunderstand me. So I'm sure you are, as faculties, you are advanced researchers, so you definitely know these things. But nevertheless, I want to talk about the smaller stuff. The subscribed content are something that the institution year after year, they subscribe. They pay a huge amount of money and they purchase. Especially law and legal studies resources are very expensive. So the institution is putting in a lot of effort, time, money, and energy in procuring this content. Not just procuring, but also they are increasing the accessibility of the content 24/7. 24/7, you can access this content. Now, these three resources we are subscribing right now. You have got Westlaw, you have got Manupatra also, but this is a single ID password, single user. Maybe in the future, if we make it multiple, we will add it here. But it is unfair, we cannot add it now. But now you can access EBC Reader, SCC Online, Westlaw. Three resources we are subscribing. In the future, we will add more. If we consume more, the institution will purchase more. If we do not consume more, the institution will drop maybe next year. That's the scenario, because these are all expensive resources. Now, Westlaw is very simple. Just click Westlaw. Westlaw will automatically open. You don't need any ID password because we already put up an ID password. First, let me open Westlaw. I will talk about SCC Online and I will talk about EBC Reader also. Now, okay, it's already have come in. You can see the cases, legislation, commentary, journals. If you want to go into journals, I just opened into Nimbus all the journals. If you want to open any so I'm just typing a random keyword. So as a researcher, as a learner, you can put the keyword that you are looking for. So I've got some results, I've got some journals. I've got some journals. You want to click journals, all the journals will be populated. So you want to access any of the content, you can see full text. So when it says full text, that means you have access full text. You can read and download these content. So click on to these resources. and you can access these resources very easily. So Westlaw is fairly simple. Just get into Nimbus, click Westlaw, go into Westlaw, put the keyword that you're searching for, or you are searching for a specific content, search and explore, and get the content. Number one. Number two, SCC Online. Now, SCC Online is double authenticated. This double authentication is only for legal studies, law related subjects will have double authentication. They are very, very protective about their content. So they are double authenticated. Be it medicine, engineering and technology, they are all single authenticated. Directly like Westlaw it will open. But for law alone, first authentication Nimbus has done for you. Now the second authentication you have to do it once. Only once when when you are doing it remotely, please do it once. How to do it also I'm going to tell you. Login. Here in login, use your same ID, email ID, and remember me, you can just log in. Same ID. Only one platform you can open at a time. So you can see this is open for me. Same ID, same email ID, what I used for Nimbus, the same ID was getting populated here. I put the same ID, this is also open. So you have e-research, you have my library, you have got other content, case, especially case laws, I guess. These are all case studies and case laws that you get here. So these are all SCC online resources. So this is what I'm talking about. So this is basically double authentication, very simple. Go into IP, in the IP, put your email ID, it will log in. It's clear. Second, SCC online also is clear. Now the third one, EBC reader. Now EBC reader, first level of authentication, it's been done through Nimbus. The second level, you have to log in. In the login, there's a sign up option where you have to sign up and create. Allow me a minute. Okay. Now here is a problem. Now if you get such problem, if you get user not logged in or any such problem if you face, log out. You can also do, these are all some troubleshooting. If you are using multiple digital resources, system will accumulate cookies and caches. The more the cookies and caches accumulate, it will pop up an error saying that 505 error. It will show the error which we just saw. If this kind of error occurs, shift control, where is delete? Delete. You will get clear cookies and caches. So please clear your cookies and caches if you face such problem. Thank God there was a problem which came now. If this problem wouldn't have, I wouldn't have mentioned. So problems are always good so that we can learn. So when we say cookies and caches are cleared already now. Now let me try once again. I'll refresh the link. I'll sign in once again. Sign in, sorry. Come down, EBC reader. Now you can see it is opening now for me. EBC reader is open, but it's saying sign in or sign up. For the first authentication, you have to sign up. When you're signing up, few details it's going to ask you. It's going to ask you your name, email ID, phone number. This email ID, you're going to use it as your ID. So please make sure you use the office ID, your institutional ID. Password, confirm your password here. If you confirm your password here, you will get to access, you will easily access only for the first time. The double authentication that I'm talking about, it's only one time. You don't have to do it again and again. Just one time if you do, that's more than enough. I'll just sign in because we already have created an ID for this. How does EBC reader looks? So this is it's a different password we have set up for this. So I got it. There are more than 1,000 ebooks that you have got in EBC reader. So you can make use of these digital books. And when you're consuming this content, as faculties and professors, you will also come to know that a few content which you need is not there. So please make note of it and please give it to the library team so that the next year procurement they will add up and they will procure such content. Now they have been procuring certain content based on your suggestions and feedbacks. but there are possibilities that there is a spillover. But if you also give some robust suggestions, if you feel that it is useful for students, it's useful for research work, useful for so activities, please inform the library team. So now you can see these are all books. It will open like this. These are the books that you have got access to. I guess you can search the book here and search for a book also. I guess maybe Benami and like. See, you can also get certain books. You can search this individual platform. If you want to get a fair idea of Westlaw, SEC Online, or EBC Reader, please reach out to the library team to an exclusive training. Yes.
Is it possible to download those books?
Okay, very good question. Thank you so much. Now, these books, as I told you, especially this law content, are much very protected about their content. So you can download this book, but it will be saved in a reader. It will be like a folder within the platform. It will be saved in the folder. It will be there for 7 days, or it will be there for 30 days, and it get vanished automatically. It cannot download as a PDF. If you see this technical journals like ASME or AC, Science Direct, these journals and documents you can download, and you can Westlaw can be downloaded as an article. But these ebooks cannot be downloaded. You have to, if you want to access offline, download it. It will be there in a reader, and automatically it will vanish after some time. You cannot take printout, or you cannot like download it in your local system. No, you cannot do that. So that is one challenge that you have. It is across a lot of legal ebooks, legal studies, law-related ebooks. You cannot download. You cannot take printout because very expensive they are. So they will not. The publisher will not allow you to download. But yes, offline reading is always an option. Online or offline. All the resources that you see here, it can be read online. It can be read offline also. When it comes to ebooks, you can do online, you can do offline. Just that this offline, when you don't have internet, you want to access offline, it will be stored in a folder. Within this, you will create a folder and save it. It will automatically vanish after some time. You have to, within that time, you have to make use of that particular offline copy.
But then you can take a screenshot of.
You can try that. Nowadays, the technology, you cannot take screenshot also. If possible, you can try that. Maybe you can take a screenshot and you can.
But in a 1,000-page book, how many screenshots?
Exactly. It's very hard for you to take a screenshot, especially in mobile. We can protect it. You cannot take screenshot. It will say screenshot not allowed. You cannot take screenshot. So it is, and also especially law books are like 1,000 page, 1,500, beyond 1,000 pages. It cannot be less than 1,000. Well, large, huge books, so you cannot like take screenshot of each pages and save it and take printout. And also, we also talk about ethics so much, so let's not talk about it at all. It doesn't take screenshot. Yes, sir.
So basically, Nimbus is a platform where all the databases are available.
Available here.
Either we can subscribe to SCC online separately, or we
No,
can
no.
have it through
You have subscribed separately only, sir. Just that remotely to access easily, they have put everything in a single window with a single ID password.
So in this Nimbus window, we are only going to see the resources whichever institution is subscribed.
Subscribed. Good question. Now, sir, this is a different discussion altogether, but I would like to insist that also. There are different packages in Nimbus. This is one such where we are giving remote access, and your institutional repositories also we have added links and all. We have added OPAC. We have added all that we are doing. There is another option called Premium, where the various open access law related content also we have integrated, where in a keyword they can search and take results from the open access sources also. So that kind of a facility is also available. But right now we do not have that.
So only subscribed by the institutions will be displayed.
Yes. So as I told you, subscribe whatever institution have subscribed, whatever institution have generated, institutional repository is there right now. Your physical book OPAC has been added here, that web OPAC, where you can access the physical book status, whether the book is available or not. All those details can be searched here, or any other Indian Kanun, Karnataka State Commission, this one. So all these links have been added here.
So let's say EBC we have subscribed.
Correct.
Now in EBC we will have access to entire content of EBC.
So EBC reader, they have chosen a set of books.
Now for example, there is a book which is not subscribed by the
Okay.
college. And from Nimbus only, I want to give a requisition to the librarian.
Okay. We can add that. That we have not added here,
Like
but
I need not go to library and give the requisition.
there is a request. Ask a library. There is a requisition form. So you can put in we put in a book or the content that you're looking for. There is also another option where we can add request article requisition form. That also we can add it here, where you can give a request. The request will go to the library, and he will source and give it. That option also is available. That's a valid question because we will not expect the library to procure all the content that we are looking for because we have very limited resources right now. In the future, we will have more. But what if there is a resource that I don't have it here? How will I access that resource? Can I communicate? Yes, of course you can communicate. We will also add one more tab here called article requisition form. Though it's called article requisition form, maybe we convert into a content requisition form. So you can request your content if there is any.
And there should be a facility of asking for an entire database also. For example, I want ProQuest to be there. So that
Yes, sir.
facility should be there.
Yes, in the beginning of the session itself, that's why I insisted. Now we have got these three resources. As research scholars, as advanced researchers, you will know that these are content that is important that is not there. So you can give this request to the library team. They will consider this for the procurement. And also now ACTE, the accreditation body is also very specific that there should be inter-college, inter-university communication in terms of resources. So they cannot say no. You cannot access Christ University's library, of course. You cannot access their digital library. But they can give an access for you for some time where you can also access their resources. So it's mandatory right now for an institution. Even as an institution, we can give access to our underprivileged institutions also. So that is like a community give and take that accreditation bodies itself is insisting on. So they are asking how much you have been sharing content. How many of the, in fact, one of the ACTE inspector, who's the director in Anna University, was telling me he checked the institution. He will send a mail to the institution asking, so I need such an article. Can you help me? When he goes for inspection, if they have not responded, he escalates saying that I asked you for a so and so date. I asked you for an article, but you did not respond to me on this particular email. So that's the kind of entire system itself is changing right now. So collaborative learning is something very important. So you can also reach out to us. We can also help you out if there is anything that we can connect you with other law-related institutions where we can also help you with searching for. Certainly, we can
Work with the MOU.
Sorry?
MOU.
We can work with an MOU.
Yes.
We can work with an MOU with an institution also. So these kind of things are going to add value to an institution only. So we can ask. You can also reach out to librarian, sir, maybe intern to come to us. We can also help you. Maybe if you have a request on a particular content, like a journal or an ebook, let us know. We will talk to the other library. We can ask them, sir, there's a request come through. Can you please help them on this? If they can help you in taking we have helped institutions on this, so you can reach out to us. Very good. So, so far the subscribed content is clear, I guess. 3 resources. Now there are 3 resources, but in the future, if you add more, it's going to be very, very useful for you because you don't have to remember ID password for each of these resources. As and when we are adding resources, your ID password you have to remember for all these resources. So now in a single window, you will also know. For example, immediately there is one more resource is going to be added. You will know, okay, now we have subscribed one more. There is an advanced version of Knimbus where we can also catalog and search content. That we will do it maybe in the second phase. But right now, as a beginning, we have these resources access. Apart from subscribed content, the institution have also added few useful links. CPG Pathshala, Ministry of Culture, Government of India, and then Common LLI. You have got World Legal. So like this, if you have finding any interesting, useful links, please give those links. We will not add them also. On top, you can see sections. In section, they have added OPAC. Physical book status can be seen. Infinite useful links where we have added right now very few. Swayam and Shodh Ganga we have added. If you want to add any more, please let us know. Question papers they have added here. This is for students. They can use it for your exams. So they have added a Google Drive like this. But there is much more that we can do that we are in discussion. So please please come to the platform time and again and see what more we are doing right now. So it's just a beginning. We are doing more such activity. You can see endless. You can see judgment, Supreme Court. So like this, if there is anything that we want to add, as professors, faculty, if you want to give those links and suggestions, please let us know. We will add those content also. So now this is what it is from my end. Last but not the least, let's quickly talk about M Library. Now this M Library is the mobile app that you have to download. This is available now for both iOS users and Android users. If you're an Apple user, you can go to your iOS store, you can download this particular app. It will not open here because I guess this is college IP authenticated. But normally, if you go to your mobile, your internet, go to Google Play Store. I'm an Android user, so go to Google Play Store, type M Library. You can open M Library, where you have to download. Sorry, in Google Play Store, go and download M Library. Without space, you can see here M Library. Download this app, and the moment you download the app, you have to use an ID password there also. The ID is the same ID password. It's the same ID which you are using. The email ID of your respective email ID will become the ID. Your password is user@Nimbus, and you can see the entire resources can be accessible in your mobile application also. I don't know whether you'll be able to see it or not. This is the mobile app. M Library is the mobile app. Please download this. This is the mobile application. Yes, that's the mobile app. So you download ask ID password. You will have a three dots. I'm sad I'm not able to open here. But if you open here, I will be able to show you. There's a three lines you will see on the top. If you click there, there is an off-campus access. Where you see Westlaw, you will see EBC Reader, and you will also see ACC Online. So you can access it in your mobile application also. The very idea of library is to make life easier. They cannot solve all the problem all at once. One problem at a time. So now they have made one single platform with all the resources. They have come closer to you in your mobile application also. The library is closer. The library is 24/7, anywhere, anytime, any device, so that we can do an effective research and learning. And the problems are many, and we are continuously in the problem solving right now. If you have any questions so far, if you have any questions, you can ask me. There ends my presentation. Thank you so much. But if you have any questions so far, you can ask. Even on your ID, password, if you have any questions. If you're not able to log in, if someone, yes, ma'am. We can link it to Google Scholar also, that we have done. But for if it's access denied, we have to give a request to the librarian only. Google Scholar integration need a special integration from our end. So anywhere you search in Google Scholar, automatically ask you for ID password, Nimbus ID password. If you enter the ID password, if you subscribe, automatically you will be able to read online and download. If that article or a journal or the content is not available, then it will not take you to the. We will do it. If the Google Scholar integration has to be done, we can do that also. We have not done it for KVS. It's a minimally charged. Nimbus as a platform itself is not a very expensive platform. So these are these are the feedbacks and suggestions that we need so that we can do such integrations. If faculty say that Google Scholar integration has to be done, certainly we can do that.
So what about
Manupatra is a single license. Only one person can use. So if it is multi-license, then we can integrate it here. Because it's for in the future you will get that access. So this is a request that we should take. A lot of them are asking for Manupatra. So maybe coming forward we have to go for multiple license. Any other suggestions, feedbacks also most welcome. Suggestion, feedback, anything like this. Correct. So we are also curating. So again, in the curation also we take your help. in the open access curation also, we take your help in accessing those content which is sitting in different pockets of the web platforms. All the web also, a lot of open content is getting published. So those content can be accessed in a single window when you are subscribing. So you will have a Nalsan is using that but I don't have an access right now. Where if you put a keyword in the search, it will search from subscribed, open, opaque, and section institutional repository also it will fetch in the search. Subscribe, of course, whatever you have subscribed will be fetched. Open, it will fetch the content sitting in different web platforms. These web platforms, we are taking suggestions from faculties and professors only, because they are the patrons of these content, so they will give suggestions, we will add those content. So open content, so they can filter it. Subscribe they filter, the list of publishers or subscribe will get populated. If they click open, all the open content will get populated. So that kind of facility is also there. But we right now we do not have that facility in KLE. But yes, of course, we will in the future can integrate that kind of integration. Any other question?
Mobile app.
So have you used in your web platform your ID?
After that only.
No, you can add it here itself. You have already accessed. I mean, you have accessed earlier. No, sir. Use your email ID. User@Knimbus is a password. Can you try that? Have you tried it? Did you try that, sir? User@Knimbus.
I have tried.
You tried it, sir.
So after downloading the app, when I am trying to access, say for that we have certain options that we given for the database that you want to be referring for. Further, it asks me a user ID and a password if at all I go for an enlist.
This you have access now. I guess
So you can just click on that.
Yes.
so your off-campus is our resources you have access to. This enlist is about single ID. You have personal IDs in enlist, so you have to use that particular ID. It is not a common ID password. It's not IP based. It is not a single ID password based. So what we have done, you have to use your respective ID password.
Which ID?
Enlist, you have to ask, sir. Enlist.
separate personal individual ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಐಡಿ ಪಾಸ್ವರ್ಡ್ madam the ID password
if you are giving username password for separately, you can come to the library, will give, and you can go to this platform and you can give your request. According to your request, we will update the
it's working fine, sir.
Sir, to register ETC account, what password should we answer?
A preferred password. Whatever preferred password, just save it. That's it. Put a small key icon will be there. Just click onto it so that it will get saved. Time and again, you don't have to put ID password again and again. In web, you will get the icon like this. You see, EBC reader. So just log out and show you. So it is asking for a password, right? Confirm password. So put your preferred password. So now you go here, you put your name, email, phone number, and your preferred password you put. Need not to be the password that I have given you. Now, when you go back, you sign in. Do not sign up, sign in. In the sign in, you will put your ID and the password is, well, I can't see that option here. Normally, you will see a small option here, like a key option where you can search. 1 minute.
So instead of that, we can use OTP login.
Yeah, you can use OTP login also. Either ways, whatever is comfortable, you can use. But I'm just giving you one of the options. See here, you can see. The moment I log in, it's asking for me to save this particular password. This is a preferred password only. This is not a password which I gave, which we have created. Now you can see this document has been opened. These books are open. Is it clear? Was you able to clarify that? Even in spite, if you have any roadblock, any doubts, any clarification, please reach out to the library team. They are there to help you out. We have also sir specifically to talk about, even if there is a single user request also, he will immediately call, he will immediately send a WhatsApp message saying that, sir, this ID is not working, this ID's password has been expired, can you delete it, can you add it? So very active in terms of library services. So please reach out to him. So if you have any other doubt in my presentation, you can ask. We're looking forward to do many more things. We are looking forward to integrate many more resources so that you can do an effective research and learning. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Looking forward.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us with the working of Nimbus. Now I would request Manoj sir to give insights on the session.
There is nothing to speak about the platform. The only thing I can tell is we have to make a best use of it and make our students also to make a maximum use of it. The way to do it is we have to give such assignments, such a uh, project work so that it becomes uh, imperative for them to access the online resources remotely. From their home only they can access and make use of it. So that we can increase the usage of it and that is going to be counted for many purposes, be it for Mac or be it for uh, economic purposes like is it worth procuring, worth paying so much money, lakhs together. So it serves two purposes. Accreditation bodies ask how much library resources are being used by teachers and students. So kindly use it and encourage the students also to use it. So the way to encourage the student is use such assignments so that they have to definitely make use of these resources remotely from their home by using this platform. That's it. Thank you.
Word wouldn't suffice how grateful we are for this enlightening session. Now, as a formal note of gratitude, I would call Mr. Vikram to present vote of thanks.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. First of all, I'm here to present the vote of thanks, and I would first of all like to thank Mr. Venkatesh V, the resource person with Nimbus, for his enlightening words and for training us how to use the Nimbus. And second, I would thank Mr. Dr. Manoj Kumar V. Hiremat for his presence in all of our functions. And I would also like to thank, along with him, the principal and the vice principal in their absentia. I would also like to thank the librarians who have arranged this program, Mr. D.K. Pushkar sir and Mr. V.B. Bentor sir, for their arrangement of this program. I would also like to thank all the participants in this program, both professors and students, both offline and online. Thank you all.